Just 2.5 hours north of Sydney, the crew and I have arrived here in Newcastle. I'm Madeleine, and stay tuned for another jam-packed episode of the Cellar Door Australia. This is the first time the Cellar Door has made its way to the harbour city of Newcastle. Whilst it might not be the best day for beachgoers today, Newcastle is chock full of beautiful beaches and even better places to eat and drink. One of those places is Newcastle's newest hotspot, Earp Distilling. Earp was established in 2019 by brothers Michael and Richard Earp, and it's quickly become one of Australia's most interesting gin distilleries. To kick things off, Cameron's giving me a tour. Wow, this is an impressive entry. Can you tell me a little bit about the artwork?
Yeah,
Cameron?
absolutely. So all this artwork is done by Rosalind Earp, the grandmother of the Earp family, and it's all a glass mosaic. So it's a really stunning feature as you enter our venue.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Makes me want to go in even more.
Yeah, we'll explain a bit more about her artwork in there.
Yeah, that'd be great. Let's go.
For us starting the distillery, it was about giving an experience and teaching people about the spirits and what they're actually drinking in their glass. So making it open up so people can see that, they can see the experiences we're doing and what we're offering.
Yeah, and why did you want to start a distillery?
And Michael Earp, the founder and owner, and myself were having a drink one night and he said, do you want to start a distillery? And here we are. It was something meant to be pretty small, but it's grown into something larger than we ever expected.
It is gorgeous in here. It's like you brought nature in here as well.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Like a lot of the flowers. And,
Yeah, Rosalind Earp is the grandmother of the Earp family. All the artwork on the walls is all her hand artwork. All the wallpaper is just all done by hand. It's amazing. So she brings a sense of that family history and the family business.
Yeah.
And she still comes in as a gin and tonic and a laugh with us
I
every
love
now
it.
and then, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah. It feels quite grounded in Australia as there's a lot of natives.
Yeah,
I like that.
We're so lucky here in Australia, especially making gin. We've got these beautiful native botanicals that we can showcase in our gin. So you can see we've got a lot of Australian whiskies, Australian rums. We also invite them to come in and showcase their products in our bars.
really?
So it's not just about us being a distillery, it's about creating a great product that we can take out to the world from all different distilleries across Australia.
And building that culture, I think as Australians, we're always tended to go towards the wine or the beer.
Yeah.
But here you've got this amazing offering.
Yeah, absolutely. We've also got this beautiful space here. It's an amazing function space where we do live music. We had a fashion show here. We had a full art show raising money. This space is just ever growing, and for us, it's that passion of just bringing a hospitality hub with the distillery. So it's lots of long days and long nights, but yeah, it's all about pushing the business and creating this great vibe that we've got going on here.
Yeah. So it seems like you've got such a community spirit and community focus here.
Yeah, absolutely. The family business and working for the Earp family it's such an honour, and we're ever grateful for what the community gives back to us. So we're always giving. As you can see, some of these buildings here is still in the top of town. This is in the top of Newcastle, and you'll still be able to see this Earp bond store, which was, when you can see it's horse and cart, and it's so long ago that the family history is just so rich in this community. So the atmosphere and the people we have coming here is a real passion for why we want to keep offering more and more.
Cameron, this is an impressive space. What goes on in here?
Yeah, this space is built over time, and we've added more and more things. We have live music, so some great artists, acoustic, jazz bands. We also do our blending classes and our guided tastings. We also do an art class once a month, so you can come in and paint your own ceramic bottle, fill it with gin, and away you go. The venue itself, we've tried to make it an experience-based venue. So you can have your gin school, your gin blending class, your art class, your food, your drinks. We've done a lot in a short time, but we want to offer that experience where people can leave knowing that they've learnt something about the product they're drinking or learnt something about what they can actually do with the product, and that's blending the gin or making their own gin. So
That's so fun. I would love to do one of those experiences.
Yeah, well, lucky today we have an experience set up for you. So Vanessa, one of our first employees that we ever employed, she runs all our experiences full time, and I think you might be able to make your own gin.
Oh, that's going to be great. Thank you so much, Cameron.
No worries.
It's my first time here in the gin lab, and I'm with Ness. We're going to go through a blend your own gin experience, is that right?
That's right, yeah.
Is this one of your more popular experiences here?
It definitely has become more popular.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing. And before we get started, there's a lot of interesting equipment. Can you tell me about this equipment?
Yeah, so these are our mini stills. We use them for experimentation as well as we do spirit schools to teach people how to make their own gin, essentially becoming a distiller for day.
It really is a lab then.
Yep.
It's not just a nice name.
No, it's a lab.
Wonderful. So talk me through how I can blend my own gin.
So the blending takes about an hour, where instead of starting from scratch, we give you our just juniper gin to start off with, because that is the base of your gin, as being the juniper berry, with some distillates, about 24 different flavours. So distillates are just alcohol distilled with one botanical, really concentrated, so you can get that flavour and taste from that. So when you add it to your juniper base, it changes the flavour, giving you a flavoured gin.
I've noticed the flavours, there's a lot of Australian natives.
Yes, so because of the first round of COVID, funny enough, it turned out we couldn't import a lot of botanicals, and we discovered that Australia actually has an amazing range of different botanicals. So we work with Oztucker, who actually go out and find all these different flavours, and then we give them a go. Favourite one has to be, well, favourite two is a Tasman pepperberry and the Muntries, because one's sweet and spicy.
Ooh, I like that. I've never tried either of them.
Yeah, things that you wouldn't think would pair nicely work quite well together.
So I want to try your favourite combo.
Okay.
That's what I want to go with, because I feel like you're a little bit more knowledgeable.
Well, there's no right or wrong way, but there's
Well,
so many different combinations we can do.
Yeah.
My favourite combination is the orange peel, which is an Australian, but the other ones are Tasman pepperberry, the Muntries. We want coriander, because that is a good one to have in your gin, and the lemon myrtle.
Ooh, all right. So some of them must be stronger than others. So what do you recommend, like in terms of how much?
So this took a lot of practice to figure out the proportions. Orange peel, Muntries more, Tasman pepperberry, and lemon myrtle less.
Now, Muntries, I'm ignorant. What is Muntries?
So Muntries is a little, kind of looks like a little berry. The smell is very different from the taste. So when you taste it, it's like a concentrated green apple.
Wow.
Yeah, which is...
I'm ready to experiment.
Yeah. Okay, so to experiment, what you want to do is you want to pour 50 mils from one of the bottles into the beaker I've given you.
Great, I can do that.
And then using the drippers, you would add drop by drop to your beaker. So juniper being your base ingredient, coriander is a good idea because juniper and coriander bring out the best in each other. So coriander, I explain to people, is more like a binding agent.
Okay.
So with coriander, I'd say maybe about 5 drops.
All right, here we go. I went really fast there. Don't try and hold me back.
Yeah. And then I would suggest putting the bigger flavours in first. In this combination, I'd probably go about 3 drops of the pepperberry. If you do drop it on the back of your hand, you can actually taste the flavour that you get from the pepperberry as well.
Really? This actually smells like I would wear it as perfume. Like in a good way, not soapy.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good.
So these are at 70%, so we've highly concentrated them. So when you add it to there, it's not watering it down. It will bring the ABV up ever so slightly, depending on how much you put in.
Okay. Pepperberry, my new favourite flavour maybe.
Possibly, it's pretty good. Lemon myrtle, I'd go probably 3 drops.
Yeah.
So yes, it's only 1 drop less, but 1 drop can make all the difference.
Really? That fine of a science.
Yes. And then you can even use your pipette before you put the others in, have a taste of it. So when you taste it, just put a little bit on the tip of your tongue and then slightly breathe in.
Okay.
It's going to fill your mouth with all those flavours.
I've never squirted myself. It's a great experience.
Just don't squirt it down your throat. Some people do end up choking, but yeah.
Oh, safety first.
Yeah.
That is really tasty as it is.
So now that you know that taste, if you want to go ahead and pop the other two in.
I'd say it's a lot a bit spicy at the moment. Yeah.
So pepperberry gives you that sweetness, but a spicy finish.
Yeah.
Which I think is why I like it.
All right, orange peel. I feel like I know.
I think about 5 or 6 drops there.
I don't know if I'd be a good scientist.
It takes practice. And then the munchies, you can go about 10 drops.
Oh, 10
because
drops.
munchies, the flavours are a lot subtle.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I also, maths isn't a strong point for me either.
Neither is mine, but calculators come in very handy.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so now I get to
Taste it again.
This final thing. Okay.
So you see the difference between the first two and the last two?
Really, that citrus is coming through. I taste that apple kind of at the end note. Yeah, that's amazing.
So once you're happy with your mix, we then times those numbers by 3. Yes, we always bring maths into it. You then add the extra into the beaker, popping it back in the bottle, and that's your final gin. All right, pop your lid on, just give it a bit of a tip.
All right. Now, I feel like you're going to ask me to name it, aren't you?
Yes, so we do have some labels there as well for
All
them.
right.
Of course, I always do encourage people to write naughty names because at the end of the day, it is your gin, you are taking it home.
It is, and I'm the only one that's going to have to deal with that name.
Exactly.
Whilst filming the Cellar Door in the Newcastle region, our crew chose to stay at the Gateway. The Gateway is a stunning boutique hotel featuring 93 rooms, suites and apartments. Right in the heart of town, it's perfect for overnight stays before leaving via Newcastle Airport, with just the right amount of space for the corporate traveller or for couples wishing to escape. Plus, only a short drive from many of Newcastle's beaches, local shops and bars. To book your stay at the Gateway, visit gatewayinn.net.au.
Time to check in with one of the founders of Earp Distilling, Michael Earp. So Michael, what do we have here?
This is our first release rum, and it's called our curated cask. So these are individual casks that have been bottled as a one-off. So there are approximately 220 bottles from this batch, and we've waited 2 years for this.
Oh my goodness.
So, yes.
Pressure.
It is.
I'm so thankful you want to share this with me.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Well,
Cheers.
cheers.
So you have to remember it's very strong. It's 50%, so it's
I
cask
like
strength.
that though. That is. I wouldn't water that down.
Yeah. No, we've tried to produce something that's a bit more like drinking or sipping a whiskey or a dram of whiskey.
Yeah, your company is so unique with your family history, and you are an Earp?
Yes.
Oh, born and bred?
Yes, born and bred in Newcastle. Very proud of that.
Yeah, can you tell me about the connection to Newcastle, the Earp family?
So the 5th generation, my eldest son's 6th, started in coal, been in motor cars, groceries, the last 30 years focusing on building products. And we started to toy with the idea of a distillery. Started looking at how I could become a little bit more knowledgeable about it and found a course down in Tasmania. So raced down to Tasmania, did the one-day course, came back, spoke to my brother, who's my business partner, and we both sort of looked at the opportunity, and at that stage there were no other distilleries in Newcastle. So we started with 3 people and a relatively small tasting bar and the production out the back with what is some relatively new equipment. So we're not a traditional style of distillery with round copper stills. We have square stainless steel stills.
Yeah.
They're from the Netherlands, and that technology allows us to do just about any spirit. We don't pretend to know everything about distilling. We're still a craft distillery. We want people to understand that. We're not turning it into a robotic process, but we are making a product that's more consistent the way we do it with the equipment. One of the things that we've always focused on is education and passing on what we do know. So we tried to make the distillery when we set it up so that when you walk in, you see the equipment, you can try our spirits plus a number of other Australian spirits. So we like people to compare and understand the nuances.
Having heard so much about the modernised distilling process here at Earp, I thought I'd ask Michael for a tour.
This is the still. This is Zeus, which is our 5,000 litre still. And as you can see, it's not copper.
No.
And it has a lot of advantages for us in terms of sustainability, which is very important. We are about to put a 100 kilowatt solar system on the roof. So this is electric element, and that will power an awful lot of our power for both this still, the other equipment. What we do is in our laboratory, we have a 5 litre still, and we do the development on that still. And we also have a 500 litre still here besides Zeus, and that allows us to scale everything up and keep all the ingredients in the right proportions and all the temperatures consistent to give us the same product over and over again.
Yeah.
It's very important for us in terms of the ingredients also that we're supporting local. So all the grain is from farmers within Australia and as close to the distilleries we can possibly get. We also make sure that all of the byproduct that we have doesn't go down the sewer. It actually goes to a farm up in the Hunter Valley and they recycle it all. So it goes to a pig farm and feeds cattle as well. The water that we use for cooling is all recycled. So we try to do whatever we can for recycling and sustainability in the whole process.
It's incredible. And it looks a little high tech. I've never seen a still with a little touchpad in the
Computer.
front. Yeah. What does that help you do?
We maintain the process involves what we call cuts in distillation. So we have a heads, a tails, which are the parts that we usually don't use, and we have the hearts, which is the middle of the distillation run. So this allows us to actually do that within 0.1 of a degree for those different cuts. And that again gives us the consistency that's very difficult to get on traditional equipment. We put a copper dome under the column purely just to give us a little bit of copper in the vapour path. The black coating on here, this is insulation, so a copper still is actually throwing off a lot of the heat in that process. We maintain the heat with this insulation, so this can be up to 70% more efficient than a traditional still.
Wow. And can you tell me about the little springs?
What they do is they create a massive surface area in the column. So this acts as a boiler and you end up with vapours rising up through that column. As those vapours go up to the top, they're cooled and condensed, and then they fall back down through the aperture on the right-hand side there and out into the different vessels, and then we separate out the different types of alcohol. So that packing allows us to actually separate different alcohols out in the process.
It's such a smart little
It is.
big machine.
Yeah, it can produce an awful lot of alcohol.
It's always going to be a good aspect to it still. Good job, Zeus. Well, I found a comfortable corner of the bar. I've made myself a gin and tonic with my own brand of gin, and I'm ready to sip and relax. I've had a blast at Earp Distilling, but my day's not over. Before we leave Newcastle, I've been told to grab a bite at an intimate little space in the heart of the CBD. Subo is Newcastle's only hatted restaurant, and I've heard great things, so time to check them out. I sat down with head chef Cooper to get the lowdown. Cooper, this looks incredible. Can you talk me through this creation?
Okay, so the dish is a new season tomato sorbet. It's got some balsamic spherification, fresh tomato, and some new season flowers as well. Just a little cracked pepper over the top, and then to finish the dish is a parmesan consomme, and it's paired with a Naringa pet nat from Adelaide Hills. So yeah, you should enjoy the dish for sure.
Yeah. What inspired you to create this dish?
It's a bit of an interesting one because you kind of got something hot and something cold. As you sort of eat in the dish, you kind of get like, it'll start to chill and make sense like to eat. We've been playing with tomatoes here for a while now. The summer's sort of started and through spring as well.
So it looks so beautiful. I'm like, just want to admire it before I start. And the broth pouring over the top as well, that was to complement the different temperatures?
Yeah,
and
so
contrast it?
yeah, it's kind of quite a strange mouthfeel, but yeah, it'll change as well as you eat in the dish. It starts quite warm and then it'll start to chill out, and super umami from the parmesan consomme.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, I really feel that.
yeah, it's
That's delicious.
coat the tongue quite well.
That is really, really tasty. And it's just so beautiful as well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The wine will definitely bring out a lot of different notes in the tomatoes as well. It's quite an interesting pairing.
Might have to do a little sip in between. Why not? Where's the wine from?
From Adelaide Hills, a single ferment in the bottle, so pet nat. It's quite an interesting sort of bubbly, fruity kind of wine.
Yeah, definitely. Delicious. Now, time for dessert.
It's a yuzu diplomat, black sesame ice cream, some freeze-dried pineapple, and over the top is just some little textures. So you've got a pistachio texture, a dehydrated milk texture, and the other one is like a sugar crisp, so just straight almonds and sugar.
If only every episode ended with this dessert. Oh, that's pretty good. I hope you've enjoyed your time with us, and I can't wait to see you next time on the Cellar Door Australia.